All right, I hope you're going well, that you had a good sleep and a good day. So, today the goal is to show you some process that I've managed to handle for creating, not creating content, finding ideas and how to implement them and go deeper into them. So, first thing is, I realize that sometimes when I am on Instagram or YouTube or doing some research, there is a lot of good inspiration, but most of the time these are the content I'm gonna save for later. So then maybe I can have like, if I want to recreate something viral on the go or recreate something that already work, I can just go into my save folder and just found those content inspiration, especially on Instagram, which is super handy and super convenient. But I do realize that sometimes it's great to also come up with our own content because we're influenced by everything we consume anyway. So we still gonna steal some stuff, and it's great to also have like content to attract new people that is like following a trend or things like this, and then we will need to like work on our own creative stuff by ourselves or our own content ideas by ourselves, so it's like unique and original even though it's still inspired by how other people are doing it. And to go deeper into that content that we are going to create as original creator, I found a app yesterday. I mean, I found this app a few years ago, but I really tried it yesterday, and it's called VoicePal. And the way it works, it's created by the guy on YouTube called Ali Abdal, talking about productivity and stuff. So the way it worked, why is it so handy? So it's basically like a chat GPT wrapped. So you're like, it's a AI assistant, but the way it works is very great. Let me show you. So first, it's meant to be able to help us. Let's say I have a content, so that's the end result, is to have like a content with a lot of text and a lot of input that we gave with our voice. So this is where it's fun, and then we can easily beep, create new YouTube script, Twitter post, newsletter, to-do list, or custom draft, and it's gonna base the tonality, the way it's written, and everything with how we think and how we talk and how we are. So it's gonna be very adaptive to who we are, and this is so great to have a first draft, or you will see, to go also deeper, because we first give a topic and then it's gonna prompt us with questions that, like, sometimes the question is like, it's so deep, like, give me a minute to think. So I'm gonna give you an example. Let's say I don't know what to create. I'm just gonna click on the plus, boop, and then I'm gonna go record. I wanna make a video talking about how is it important to come up with your own original content, and also at the same time how you can actually make good ideas from what you're living as a founder, and how to adapt the storytelling of those events so that it's attracting more client, more customer, but also growing your audience on social media. Wait. Okay, so here it didn't work. So I'm gonna do it again. I really want to show you this because it's so nice. Maybe I can do with prompt. Okay. I'm gonna do like this. So there is topics ID. I can go in topics ID, and then here is like many list of different topics. So I'm gonna choose. No, I think I wanna repeat what I've said. Let me see if it works. I want to talk about how to find good ideas for a founder and how they can use what they're living or what they are having in their daily life as a founder to create good content that has good storytelling and that attracts new people and customer while growing their audience online. So then it's transcribing. Okay. Then it transcribe everything. So it starts with doors. I don't know why, but check this out. Now it's prompting new question. Okay, what I did yesterday is I clicked here and it's gonna like pop up like a discussion, and then I was just walking in the park and talking at the same time with this, and it keeps, and you're gonna see how it works.
Okay, so the idea of using daily life as a founder for content sounds brilliant in theory. But a lot of founders might feel like their daily grind isn't particularly exciting, or they're worried about oversharing. How do you decide what parts of your daily journey are genuinely interesting and valuable to an audience, rather than just internal musings?
I think at the beginning of the journey, what is best is just to share exactly what is happening like in the day-to-day life, because at first you just want to get used to like how you're going to manage the content, how you're going to record with your iPhone or with the tool that you have. And then slowly, once you have this first step made of how you actually document every day, so it's basically like it can be time lapse of you, it can be videos of you just sitting on your laptop or eating lunch, going out after the food and stuff. And then slowly you can implement yourself talking, face camera or not, about issues that your business is facing, or in the early stage, how did you get there to be where you are. So that way you're not sharing actual real-time issues. That way you can also fix it and not overshare. And at the same time, you're maybe inspiring other people or a new audience that is interested in what you're doing.
Okay, so it sounds like the first step is really about getting comfortable with the mechanics of documenting. But for someone watching a time lapse of you on your laptop or eating lunch, how do you make those everyday moments engaging and valuable, rather than just raw footage? What's the secret to turning the mundane into something inspiring or insightful for an audience?
So first is maybe just to record, and then you can also add like a voiceover on top of those footage. And that way, if you keep it short, maybe let's say between 2 to 4 seconds maximum per shot, then it's gonna be easier to have a good rhythm, so people keep still watching it because of the retention. And at the same time, you can also unwind at the end of your day or at the end of when you're gonna finish record the video, and then just start writing prompt or concepts that you're gonna read out loud later and put it on top of those video edit that you made. That way you can also talk of a subject while we are seeing that you're working on something.
That's a really practical way to get started, just overlaying a voiceover. But let's say I'm filming myself working on my laptop and then having lunch. What kind of voiceover content would make that compelling? How do I choose a specific story or lesson for my day to share, rather than just describing what I'm doing, especially when I might feel like I haven't had any profound insights that day?
Okay, so you see how it's going. The the app is asking questions to go deeper and deeper and deeper. If you don't like the question, you can be like, okay, no, you don't get it. This is how you can reframe it in any way. But I think this is so cool because it helps you. Okay, those questions were okay, but sometimes it's as you talk, it go like deeper and deeper, and sometimes it's just so tricky. I was like, I had to stop walking and being like, huh, hmm. It's very good question, and I know that if I want to have this process, so just this simple process with ChatGPT, I don't know for whatever reason the way I work with ChatGPT, it doesn't work as good as that. It doesn't like reply to me with questions. Sometimes it go over something else, or I ask him, okay, I want something simple, and every time he speaks, he's like, hey, we gotta keep it simple. I'm like, you know, it's like it's like a bit annoying. So this is great, and then this is something I haven't tried yet, but I think it's so good. It's like I can start creating content. So I'm gonna click on this button. Okay, and for now I don't need to use anymore I don't need to use anymore the voice because I think you understood how it works. So I'm gonna do it like this. Wait, give me a minute. Ta-da! So this is the app, right? I just clicked on this little button and now I can do YouTube script. Written hook, and for the rest of the video, bullet points only. Short description so I can understand. No, this is a bad idea. Okay, just like this. Made it sound like you. This is so nice. So it means that it's gonna sound like me because there's like the sample. I can have the sample content. So I don't know what kind of. Will automatically capture your tone, voice, content structure, and writing style from your example. Okay, perfect. And then I can even like reader profile if I have a reader profile. Okay, I can do. They are founders. Okay, I just put it very easily. Can even put the word count. I'm not gonna do precise drafting. Creative level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna keep it 1, and then update this template. Generate draft. Let's see. I'm so curious to see. And it's great because it can digest a lot of content from one specific topic. Okay, so this is the script. As you can see, it's like the same format as ChatGPT. So it's definitely an API calling ChatGPT because of this dash and because the way it's structured. So unlocking ID storytelling for founders. Okay, so that's the hook. Your next customer is already watching you eat lunch. If you turn that lunch into a 4-second clip with the right voiceover, today I will show you the exact 2-step system I use to document my founder life, keep it short, and still pull in leads without oversharing real-time problems. Okay, it's a good draft, for the hook at least. But it might sound a bit like overcomplicated, talking about two things at the same time, but anyway. I just talked like 2 minutes. No, I took like 6 minutes with the AI. But if you go on a walk and you do 30 minutes or 20 minutes on one topic, it's gonna be so good what you can pull out of this, because now we can pull out a script. But okay, I'm gonna show you. We can even reformat it, and then the stop bullet points step 1 through 5. Record first, microchip. Okay, this is good. I can save it. I can even like then use this one again. Click here, be like, do me a Twitter post, 1 sentence with key points, generate draft, and like I can create multiple pieces of content with that stuff. Why not? Why not? And what I like is sometimes it's the question and then how you can use it as a draft. It's so powerful. I mean, I just tested it for a day, for less than 24 hours. So it's something I have to still try to see how it actually perform. That way I can give you a real deep feedback. If I go now, because right now I can maybe show you how things are done. So the way I like doing things, I'm gonna, I don't know if it's gonna be convenient, but I'm gonna try to share it like this. Okay, so this is the account I'm sharing the content on. And if I go here, you can see I have the, so this is just the video of the essential. It's just my daily videos based on out of my newsletter. And if I go into save, here I have inspiration, hooks, competitor, to watch later, and useful stuff. So in inspiration, in hook, it's a bit like inspiration, but sometimes it's content that's, I just think the hook was really good and I want to save it there. That way I can reuse it easily, or just scroll through it and be like, okay, I want to use this one. Here are inspiration. So inspiration is literally like, sometimes I watch something, I'm like, I'm gonna copy it and use it my own stuff. So let's say I have this girl did that. Oh, maybe the copyright. So, okay, very, very, very easy content. Also, I believe she got like, okay, she got she got 500,000 followers. So that's why a lot of people are watching. Also, she's pretty and stuff, and it's great. Her picture as a kid is also cute. And what I did is I just downloaded the video and recreated it because it's an easy one. Where can I found? How can I go down? Okay. Scheduled content. So it's not showing up, but trust me, I did. It's here. Yeah, it's the same stuff, same timing, except I probably have like a jumping frame at the end. Okay, maybe not, or at the beginning. And 1 hour ago, I got 2 likes, 280 views on this new account, and usually it's like overperforming. Oh, this one has 3. Okay, this one is working great, but this one maybe doesn't have any. Yeah, you see, doesn't have any likes, doesn't have any view. This one too. On Instagram, on YouTube, it's working differently, and TikTok too. So you can see, I just reuse the trend. It's like super simple. I just copy paste with my own stuff, and it works great. So that's sometimes also how I think it's great to do and how I like doing it. But anyway, this is just a thing. And also, guys, if you're like thinking, oh, maybe I don't know if I should recreate a new account because I have my other account, like my personal one, which is here. If I have to recreate a new account because I have to start from scratch, I have so many of my friends, I want my friends to see what I'm doing, what I'm working on and stuff. You can, if you feel comfortable sharing your stuff. To me, this kind of content I'm sharing is like I'm opening myself a lot, and I know that some of my friends gonna be like, "That's good, man, that's good," but they are not gonna like it because they are not fan. They're friends. They know me. We know each other for 10 years, so they are not gonna like every holy post I'm posting every day, right? So I create a new one, and also I feel more free because I have some past clients from freelance. I have people I just met once. I have a lot of private stuff on the other one, on my private account, and separating the two is like, okay, I want to share something, I can share it. I can share it, and I don't have the stress of like, am I sharing it because I want my friend or the people I know to notice it, that I have some fancy stuff, or that I'm traveling, or am I publishing because I think it's very valuable, or because it's truly me, and with my new account it's just truly me. Without filter. Of course there is a filter because I'm not gonna share a picture of me dancing naked, right? But it's still very me, deeply, emotionally and stuff. So if you hesitate, create a new account, fuck it, and start from scratch, and it's gonna go well anyway. And I'm gonna give you proof of that in like 3 months. I'm posting like 1 video a day right now, and I'm gonna do 3 more videos on top of that every week to grow the audience and stuff. So let's see how it goes in the future. And for now, what I want to show, okay, we don't need this, is maybe I want to show you the Notion dashboard. Yeah, I have to put my face a bit. All right. So now, this is so cool. I was stressed so much about organizing my Notion because you know when you're like so organized that you have everything in the Notion dashboard is like a hub with a sub page in it, with subpage, with tracker, with everything. It's such a mess, and like I know a lot of people are like, you should have your second brain in Notion. You should have journal your life, journal everything. No, Fuck that. I tried it. It's so much energy draining. If I want to document my life, pen and paper. If I want to organize calls with client, of course, digital agenda and physical agenda too. Physical agenda. This is perfect. This is perfect. It's small. It's compact. It's physical. This is great. I just love it. So, not using Notion for everything. It's too bad. Also, it's the way it works is a bit shitty. Like when you don't have internet connection, you cannot sync it on your phone, so you have to download some pages and then you have to pay. I don't want to pay for like using a Note app, so I just use Note. So that's the way I set it up. Let me guide you through. Let's put that in order. So there is. I tried to keep it as simple as I could, but at the same time not too simple. That way I can still have consistency in my content. So 888 is for what you're watching right now for YouTube and social media. So here's like some like I have to update that like ideal income stream from like launching content online and selling online. So this is not adapted from the template I took, but I will have to put the numbers and stuff so that way I can have like a good view or keep myself motivated to create stuff. Right now everything is in freelance and some digital product, and it's not that amount. It's a bit wrong. So here is weekly workflow. I wrote what I do every day of the week, so that way I can see, okay, am I doing too much? Am I doing enough? So it's just a way of organizing. And then I'm not gonna go too deep into how it works, but basically that's just what if I have an idea, if I want to create content, I go here, I can put the ID, the stage, what channel am I using, if it's just for Instagram, let's say Instagram, TikTok, type of content, is it for building the audience? Yeah. So it's just a way to keep myself organized with this, with the calendar too, so I can see where the content is going. And I don't want to create too much, but it's just, okay, now I know what I need to do, because if I'm working also on the side or having my product launch and stuff, I need to have a dashboard for that. So that's coming very handy. Then I have the mentor, so for mentorship, then a newsletter. I can show you the newsletter. This is my daily newsletter that I write. It's called The Essential. And here, every time I create I have my template for creating it. So the categories, it's like personal development, businesses, creativity, or stoicism. Then I have my newsletter, and then you have the daily affirmation that I write. So if I go here, boop, you can see how it works after that. And then I give a tag, if it's art, music, share, and it's basically referred to when I create a newsletter. I also add maybe sometimes the weekly music, so I add a music Spotify. Weekly share is like I ask the people to share it, and then art is like I share my art that I'm selling on Etsy. Reflection board is to reflect every month, so I have to use it again because you can see I didn't use it in the past. This is coming from who is it coming from? From Matt Gray, and okay, it's in French. My bad. Maybe I have it in English. No. Okay. So the way it works is personal objective, business objective in 30 days, and then it's like reflecting what worked, what didn't work, what did I learn, and then here's like the mentor that I'm using or that I got inspiration from different categories. Up. So this is great. Then I have client work, speaks for itself. Then learn is like a dashboard with all the classes I have, all the courses I follow and the notes I took. Then personal, so it's like stuff related to my military service or wish list for Christmas gift and stuff like that. And then other is basically all the templates and the tools I created and the Notion page I created in the past that I'm not using, and that I just put there because I still wanted to have like a place where I could find my stuff. I even have like archive with even more things. So this is like, I'm so happy I could manage to make something very smaller and shorter in terms of content. Uh, so yeah, that's about it for today. I hope you learned something. I hope it was interesting for you, and I'm gonna definitely try VoicePal a bit more to see how actually it is it really working. Is it really handy for the content I want to produce or not? I'm not yet. I don't want to. I think it's good to focus on one platform only. And I see that it's like, oh, you can create the weekly newsletter with it. You can create many different content, and I'm like, sure, but I just want to focus on YouTube and Instagram first. And already two platforms is already difficult to master, but I really want to go on these two. Let's see how I can implement that um, in the upcoming weeks. But at least it's great, asking so deep questions. Sometimes it's like very tricky. Um, yeah, I have to see if I can ask different other type of content and stuff. Like maybe for carousel, those picture where you have like the text. There is this guy. I really like what he's doing. It's called Creator. It's called Carolis. Carolis Piliponis. Yeah, I'm gonna show you. So this dude, I really, really like the vibe of this dude. He looks also very friendly, and the content he creates and the guide he creates helps a lot of people. So I really do like him. And like, let's say, how to make 2026 the best year of your life. And now he's showing like some tips, and it's great. Sometimes it's stuff we know, right? Like 4 hours of the we know, but it's still a very good reminder. And the picture is looking nice and stuff. So it can be something great to have carousel IDs for text for Instagram by using the VoicePal. I think it's great because if you can go deeper, then you can discover new ways of how do you think and how to tell other people. Because I realized that anybody, like you could go and copy Stoicism pages and just copy their text without truly understanding. Everybody, like so many people are doing this with stealing the content, like I did, you take a trend, then you copy the trend, you just put your images, you copy the text. Okay, for this trend is working, but imagine some people stealing like this also with the other content that are more meaningful or more related to a knowledge. So it's like you're stealing the knowledge of someone and then saying that, oh, I said that way. So you don't put your own filter and your own thoughts into your content, so it's not original. But still, some people are very successful with that. But I don't believe this is something we want to do in the long term. So maybe this app can help us go deeper into things and make us more unique in a way that, more unique on what we share online. Less formatted and more like, this is my thought, this is how I want to present it. So let's see for draft. And I think I'm gonna end here. It's the end of 30 minutes. So let's see you next time. And if you have any questions, I will keep it for the next live session. Have a wonderful and